Hey everyone, this is Scoopman 5000. We're back for another review, and we're back to wrestling figures. We got a brand new set of Ultimates here. We got Bray Wyatt, Solo Sikoa, and Finn Balor. And a nice modern wave of three guys, one that's left us, and I got a bit of a story with that. This Bray Wyatt's very important to me, especially. Big, huge Bray Wyatt fan, always have been. And this figure's significant. It depicts his final televised match. It was the pitch black match against LA Knight in San Antonio. And if you could see it up here, I did attend that show. I bought the plaques later on WWE Shop, but I was in attendance for what I did not know at the time would be one of my favorites' final match. And I'm in New York, that's out in Texas, and I don't go on flights, man. I don't fly. I don't like to do it. And I don't know, something came over me. I go with my brother to these events. I said, listen, if you got tickets, I ain't going to say no. And there's something cool about that. One of my absolute all-time favorites, and I got to witness his last match, and something I normally wouldn't have done. And on a lighter note, we got Solo and Finn Balor to go alongside with him. Some solid-looking figures. I think Solo especially definitely needed an upgrade. So let's go ahead, let's flip it around, let's take a look. And we're kicking things off with the leader of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor. For his accessories in the box, we do get a smiley Finn. We could swap it out for a more serious Finn. And then we get an alternate snarling head. This is an older sculpt, you can tell by the haircut. You can cover that up with the bandana. For his hands, you got a pair of fists, a pair of grip hands, and some pointy shooty gun hands. He's actually got two sets of arms. The default has the black sleeves on them. You can remove those to reveal the new tats on Finn Balor. He's also got a very out-of-date Judgment Day t-shirt, and he comes with an entrance jacket with a silver zip. We're left with our guy Ferg, Finn Balor. And what we do have here is a beautiful brand new sculpt, and this is pretty unique to Finn Balor. I don't know if it's easy to see, but even the way the abs are cut, the diaphragm joint, it's like uneven because that's how his abs are, kind of offset a little bit, and they incorporated that into the sculpt. Smiley head that mine came with, kind of a little sloppy. Had a mark here I was able to get off. I do prefer my Finn a bit more serious. That looks more like the leader of the Judgment Day. We can go ahead and get these arms out. It's very cold here. Here we go. Now he's naked. He's pointing the guns. But you get a look at these new tattoos. I mean, whatever's going on with Finn Balor, he certainly has a taste in getting tattoos. And this tattoo we've seen a couple times. Very colorful. It's not this opaque on his skin, obviously. Then we have a couple smaller pieces on the other arm. Now this is the white gear version. This figure does have a chase in black, which is probably the preferable version, more like what you'd see every week. For now, I'm fine with the white one. If I ever do see the black, I'm sure I'll pick it up, but I'm not in a rush. So here's Finn Balor. Well, let's put him with the Ultimate Edition Demon Finn Balor. This is like a Wave 2 Ultimate. And here's the Elite I've been rocking, which is pretty up to date. I think the chase of this Ultimate looks a lot similar. Well, I've just destroyed my Monday Night Raw shelf up there when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, but I have retrieved the Judgment Day. And then here's Finn with the rest of the Judgment Day, and this looks pretty great. Up next, we got Solo. He's got three portraits as well. We got a stern-looking face. We got some gritted teeth. And then we got the scream when he's calling for the spike. He can call for that spike with his thumbs up, spike hands. He's also got some ones to throw up, and he's got grips. And then Solo does also come with a nice hoodie with the Solo printing, and even a nice thumbs up logo in the back. Solo also comes with this towel, and I never really liked this piece. It doesn't sit right on the Elite. It's a little better on this Ultimate, but still sits too high. It looks goofy. Solo's looking good. Again, I think this is brand new body sculpt. Definitely got that Samoan shape about him. And this one is a big upgrade of your previous Elite figure. This one I think is based on when they were in the War Games. It's in red. Now there was one Elite before this, but that one was trash. He had a very skinny body. This was an upgrade to that. Now we've further upgraded and sort of a more modern outfit that he's got. He's not wearing the foot wraps anymore. Now all we need is Solo in a suit. I do like the likeness on these. I think all these heads are new, and all sorts of design work on the shorts. Not much else to say about the former Tribal Chief. So once again, here he is with that previous Elite. Then here he is throwing up the ones with the rest of his Usos, the original bloodline. Then finally, I had to save this one for last. We got Bray Wyatt in the pitch black match. This is a total 2-in-1 figure. So what you're looking at now is the blue setup. Now on the figure, you get one mandible claw, which is a cool new hand, and a grip on the other side. Then you do have two wide open hands. When you remove the arms, remove the head, pop on the skin tone, same setup. Mandible claw, and then some open hands. He's got a third portrait, which is the mask he puts on at the end of the match. And then it wouldn't be Bray Wyatt without the lantern to light the way. And here we go, man. Again, a very important figure to me. I was at the Royal Rumble. I actually sat right next to the platform Uncle Howdy jumps off of at the end of the match. There's a picture of me with the crash test dummy that they left around. And yeah, I mean, Bray Wyatt, special to me, man. And just to have this figure and what it represents to me personally. So we'll show off the blue version first. And you see these sort of tattoos. Now this was done with some sort of UV see-through ink. And then once the lights went black, then once they did the UV light, you saw these out. So this is kind of artist interpretation. Like, he wasn't actually blue. He just had UV lights on him. And I think if you take UV light to this figure, these white lines will glow. I don't have a UV light, so I'll try to maybe find a picture or something. You can turn the rest of them back to skin tone Bray Wyatt. And here he is with the black raccoon eyes and all the tattoos that you'd expect on Bray Wyatt, except we are missing tattoos on the hand here. Now, I don't know if they've done those on other figures because they're newer tattoos. He didn't have them in this era of Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. He definitely had them at this point. This was towards the end of his life, unfortunately. So we're definitely missing something on the hand. Is that a deal breaker for me? Absolutely not, but I did have to mention it. Also, worth mentioning is that you do get some blue neck popping out of the figure. But honestly, his head sits so low, it kind of gives him like a fat neck, but you don't see much of the blue as a result. But if you turn the head, there you go, blue neck. Again, is that a deal breaker? No, it's not. Because I would rather have this kind of 2-in-1 blue neck than to not have it at all. You know, this is cool. I prefer this. Definitely brand new sculpting here. And what I do appreciate, you know, it's kind of this leathery buckled up shirt that he was wearing. But even the butterflies here have sculpt to represent that. I don't know if Mattel's ever went the distance on that. I'd have to check some other Ultimates, but I've certainly never noticed it. And then we'll get a better look at this mandible claw hand. This is nice. Maybe they could reuse this as a Sarah Miedo or something for our buddy Penta. But yeah, definitely cool, and I'll take all the Bray Wyatts they want to make to get some use out of this. And really the rest of this body, this whole wave, it seems like totally unique bodies that are going to be tough to reuse. We'll see how Mattel does it. We're on that third portrait here. And that's pretty sinister right there. So I think I'm going to have to triple dip on this figure. For now, I just got the one. So to be able to kind of create the match in all its different stages is pretty cool. Not much else to say. I mean, these are definitely Bray's pants and then some Fiend looking boots. So we got to throw him in with his final opponent. LA Knight, yeah. And if I can get him to stand straight, he's definitely much taller. Which, I don't know, maybe it looks a little bit off. It did have the Demon out already, so let's see that. And unfortunately, we did never get the Fiend and the Demon together in the ring. And speaking of the Fiend, let's throw him in with the two Fiend Ultimates. So, of course, we got the original and then the version from WrestleMania. And you know what? I think maybe these are just the Fiend's pants. So, pretty clever on this part. So, waist down, this is the same figure. So, smart on them, Mattel. Definitely brand new torso, though. And here's that Eater of Worlds version we just got recently from the Greatest Hits. And then here's Ultimate Dark Alexa Bliss. So that's going to do it for Ultimate Edition Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor, Solo Sikoa. Nice, solid, modern-day set. And once again, a very important Bray Wyatt figure to me. His final look, his final appearance on television, and the last match, and the match that I attended live. So I said I might have to triple up. I actually think I need a quadruple, right? Because we got 3 different faces, and then I think I want to hang one up on the wall. You know, there was never a celebrity or anything like that. I was hit harder. So this is big, and his spirit gets to live on through the plastic. And while we're at it, Mattel, what are you doing with Uncle Howdy? Because he's been around for like 2 or 3 years now, and we haven't had even a basic. So definitely need a Howdy. Can't wait to see the rest of the Wyatt 6 in Mattel. But that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video.